Good morning and welcome to another edition of The Fix. Today I would like to focus on something slightly different. Spirituality. What is spirituality all about? But let me try and put everything in perspective and into context so that before I get into spirituality itself, you get a sense of what I'm talking about. There is a character who is trending all over social media. He calls himself Enigma. Enigma is, deliberately trying to be controversial. I suppose he believes that the more controversial he is, the more views he's going to attract, the more following he's going to attract. And he seems to be doing exactly that, because unfortunately or fortunately for him, people want to listen to all sorts of, what is basically nonsense. Let me give you an example what Enigma is all about. Enigma, for instance, says he does not believe that people should study the Bible from a Bible school. He says, the prophets in the Bible, all of them, Joshua and all the other prophets, never had to go to Bible school to study the Bible. So he says, if you study the Bible from a Bible school, you're not coming up with the word of God. You are coming up with something of your own making. What balderdash is this? What balderdash is this? Uh, I see no logic in what he's trying to say except to attract cheap publicity to himself. We have seen a lot of he says he's not a pastor, but essentially the man is a pastor. He's going in that direction. We have seen these fly by night pastors, lots of them. There was TB Joshua. There's they're all over the place. They're all over the place. You cannot name them all. You know, what these people seek to do is because people are spiritually deprived, they are trying to, take advantage of that the deprivation and the socio-economic conditions that people find themselves in. Some people will find themselves in desperate situations and then they will resort to being highly spiritual to try and, find some solace and some kind of solution to their problems. So that creates the space for people like Enigma to come in and tell you. He says he's not a pastor, he says he's a son of God. How dare you call yourself a son of God? Who is the son of God? Let us start being serious. Who's the son of God? Is Jesus not the son of God? Now here comes some mortal like you and me who comes along and says, "Oh, I am not a pastor, I'm a son, I'm the son of God." Um, the real reason I am coming up with something like this because this is really rubbed me up the wrong way. I'm just saying to people, be aware of all these false prophets. Be aware of people who are out into this business just for the sake of the money that's maybe that they see somewhere. But this is very misleading, and unfortunately, it's getting a lot of following. And well, people are free. It's a free country. People are free to follow whoever they follow. But taking a holistic view of things, people like this are very dangerous to society because they run away with people's emotions, and they start talk all sorts of impossible things that come out of nowhere, which just are really just calculated to attract publicity to themselves and so on. I'm not a very deeply religious man, but religion is something that I take very seriously. And where when you get people like Enigma coming up to say all this balderdash that is coming up with, uh, you know, it really rubs me up the wrong way. I really felt like this needs this. I cannot just let this pass. This is not the right way to go about treating the religion and religious affairs. Having said that, please subscribe to my channel. I'm taking down this Enigma character, and I'll give you the latest. I'll give you updates from time to time to find out where he's going and perhaps where he's not going, because chances are he seems to be going somewhere, but in essence, he's not really going anywhere. Please kindly subscribe. I need those subscriptions. We need those subscriptions. And please keep on viewing these videos and let us grow this channel. Thank you very much.